to share a familiar story with you. It's in Mark, and it's chapter 2, and it's the beginning of chapter 2, and Jesus is teaching in a home, and there's a huge crowd there. And it says in verse 3, 4 people came carrying a paralyzed man. Since they could not get to Jesus because of the crowd, they dug a hole in the roof right above where he was speaking. When they got through, they lowered the mat with the paralyzed man on it. When Jesus saw the faith of these people, he said to the paralyzed man, "Young man, your sins are forgiven." I love this story because those friends didn't let anything stop them from getting their hurting friend to Jesus Christ. Are we that kind of friend to those around us, to our lost and hurting friends? Do we let things stop us from getting them closer to Jesus? Well, one great thing that we do here at C3 every year is a grassroots effort called Friend Weekend. It's one of the most exciting weekends we do. It's October 25th and 26th. And it's an opportunity for us to say, I'm not going to let anything stop me from getting my friend closer to Jesus. What we do is we start right now. This week, we're all going to be challenged, volunteers, to start praying about who God wants us to invite to Friend Weekend. Next weekend, you will receive a top 10 list to start filling out with names that you're going to be committed to inviting to C3 that weekend. It's not about inviting them to church. It's about inviting them to hear the message of Jesus Christ. And hopefully they too, like the man in the story, can be healed. Join me in this effort as we win our friends to Jesus Christ.
Hi guys, I'm sitting here in the courtyard reading the C3 Kids Leadership Guidebook. And in this book it has a bunch of good information. And as I was thumbing through, I found something that I thought you needed to know and that I'm going to share with you. It talks about what if a child was lost? What are the procedures you follow if that were to happen? Which we all know we never want it to happen, but if it does, what would you do? Well, right here in the book, it tells you that the lost child must be reported immediately to your coach or your team lead. A description of that child will then be taken to all children's ministry staff, and C3 First Touch leadership team will also be made aware so they can tell security. The description of the child will be given to them, like I said. Then the service coach should begin to systematically rule out who else might have picked up the child. Each ministry team should search its ministry area. Like the First Touch should search the lobbies and the bathrooms. C3 Kids will search the kids areas. And then the source and the cafe will be searched and everything like that. Once the child is found, we'll return them to their parents and make sure that their badge tags match up. If you'd like to read more about these awesome security tidbits that we have for C3 Kids, let your leader or coach know and we'll make sure to get you a copy. I hope you guys have a great week and God bless. Bye.
Hey guys, Christian Painter here with you once again this week, and I want to talk to you about one of the 9 guiding principles, one of them being family involvement. We want to make sure that we're real intentional in getting the families involved with their kids here at C3 Kids. It's our heart that the parents would take ownership over their salvation of their kids and also wanted to get involved with their kids' spiritual development. So how can we do that? How can we do that as leaders? Well, there's a few different ways we can do it. It can be as simple as being intentional during the check-in and check-out time, and that's communicating with the parents. It's real simple. We just have to have a smile and be willing to ask them questions so that they open up so that they can feel free to ask us questions. That's important as we're dialoguing with them because, especially for you leaders, you guys are the ones that get a chance to be the hands and feet of Jesus to their kids. And if they have a way to be able to communicate with you, then that's even more important. Next, we want to make sure that we're passing out weekly information. So that means that the kids go home telling the parents what they did that week. So it can be as simple as a God time card or refrigerator door card that we do both in preschool and in elementary. And it gives the parents a chance to kind of understand what it is that they're talking about. They can review it during the week and they can kind of build on that. Another way we can make sure that we're getting the parents involved is through the virtue packs. That gives them a chance to kind of do some one-on-one activities with their kids. So we need to be telling the parents about it. We need to be intentional about every month we're telling them what virtue we're talking about so that they have a chance to be able to buy it. And lastly, some of the things that we do are special events. That's something where we're going to partner together with the parents to do special events where they're able to come in and see what it is that their kids do and kind of understand a little bit more about what it is that we do. And those are going to be coming up more and more as we go throughout the year. So guys, I hope you're having a great week. Let's make sure we engage the parents as they come in so that they can make sure they feel involved in their kids' lives. We'll see you next weekend.
Attention parents, don't forget this Wednesday, September the 24th, is See at the Pole at your kid's school. If you're planning on attending, then please partner with us by filling out the commitment card and returning to any of the C3 Kids check-in. C3 Kids is proud to present KCGs, Kids Connect Groups, for 3rd through 5th graders, starting Sunday, October the 12th, from 5 to 6:30. If you're interested in serving or want additional information, please see Christian Painter. KCGs, connecting kids to God, to each other, and their community.